Hey family, this is Janie at the African Bee Company. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all things bees, honey, and Africa. So I just wanted to come on quickly and share a testimony with you guys. So last week I posted a video talking about being a target, how to avoid being a target while you're in Africa, right, or specifically Rwanda, and which is where we are. And briefly, what happened was we were living in another apartment. We were preparing to move out of that apartment, um, but before we actually moved, two days before we were scheduled to move, someone tried to break in the unit. Right, so I was asleep. It was about 1 a.m. I was asleep. My husband was up, and the person. And so my husband, he let the person know that we're here, and but the person didn't go away. He just stayed there. So it's all I talked about that in more detail in the first video, right? So this video, I want to share something that we found out later. Um, so we, my husband, my husband wanted to open the door, right, when this person would not leave, even though he knew we were in an apartment. He turned the knob, and he pretended that he was leaving, but he wasn't. So anyway, my husband wanted to open the door, and he kept saying, "I'm going to open the door," and I'm like, "No, don't open the door." And I tell you guys, that was the only time that I felt fear when my husband was saying that he was going to open the door, and I'm like, "Don't open the door," right? That was the only time I felt fear. The rest of the time during this event, I didn't feel fear, and that was strange. So after something happens to you, you sit down. Well, usually you can sit down, think about it, and gain some perspective, right? And so my husband came to me the other night, and he said that he understood, like he received a revelation from the Most High as to why this happened to us. Okay, what was the main reason that this happened to us for, right? And so, if you do go back to look at the video, you'll learn that the guy, he just sat outside of our apartment, right? And it seemed like a long time, but maybe it was about 30, 40 minutes. You hear the cow in the background. We named her Matilda. She doesn't belong to us, but we just named her Matilda anyway. So the guy just sat there, and he was trying not to move because moving would, make the lights come on, right? So again, my husband wanted to open the door. I kept saying, "Do not open the door," and so he didn't. And eventually, the guards came, security came, and they got him out, and and that was that. So when my husband came to me the other night and said that the Most High gave him the revelation as to why that happened, because it troubled him. It troubled my husband that he didn't open the door and deal with it himself, right? And but he got the bigger picture. So this is what it was designed to do. If this guy who was at our door did not have a weapon, right? That he was on the other side of the door, so obviously he wasn't um, a threat to us at this point. While he was on the other side of the door, he wasn't banging down the door. He wasn't doing anything but sitting there, right, or standing there. I'm not sure, but anyway, my husband said that the Most High showed him plainly that if he had opened the door and beat this guy up, um, or attacked him with a knife or whatever, because my husband did, you know, we're from Philly. I mean, somebody's coming for us. We're gonna try to get to them first, right? We're gonna do whatever we can, fight in whatever way that we can with whatever we have on hand. So, my husband, he said that he could see he had a vision of himself opening the door and attacking this guy and then flipping him over the banister, right? Which we were on the fourth floor, and so he probably would have died or broke something. He just would have been in a terrible condition. And then my husband said that he saw the Most High showed him uh, the authorities coming, and then him trying to explain what happened, and then he ended up being handcuffed, and then he would have been probably taken to a holding cell and then deported. So that was the plan that the enemy had, right? And my husband, I wish he could tell the story because he just tells it so much better than I do. Um, but he doesn't care for being on camera. But that's what happened. So I want to share this. I mean, to Yah be the glory, right? To Yah be the glory. To Yah be the glory. You know, when He's always looking out for His people, always, whether we are aware of it or not. And I'm grateful, and of course, we're both truly grateful. And also, I wanted to share with you, just in case uh, you forget when you come here or wherever you may go, know that that's not the plan that the enemy wants for you. He wants you to stay in Babylon. He wants you to be stuck there, you know, experiencing whatever it is they have for us, for our people, right? All the horrible things. He wants us to die there, okay? And so when you step outside of that, know that you're going to get these attacks, right? And again, so you try not to make yourself a target, right? By being discreet in your shopping habits and things like that, but also know that it's spiritual first. All right. This was a plan of the enemy that was foiled by the Most High Yah. And I just wanted to share that with you guys to know that this thing is more spiritual than it is physical. Just like, I believe, just like everything. Everything happens in the spirit first, right? So praise the Most High. And I'll be back to talk to you guys soon. Love you with the love of the Most High Yah. Be safe, be healthy, and be happy. Later.